This time, yeah, you need to think, yeah. You need to know that some of the believers are known by the angels in the sky more than they are known by the people on the earth. Because they're so humble and they worship Allah so much. Let me tell you a story, yeah. The Prophet Ayub, alayhi salam, yeah, was such a good slave to Allah that Shaitan said to Allah, he's only doing it because you gave him a lot of money. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala moved all his money to test him. But Ayub alayhi salam was still a top slave and top worshipper of Allah and still grateful. So Shaitan said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's only being a good slave and good worshipper because you give him a lot of kids. He had 14 kids. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took away all of his kids. They died. Then the Prophet Ayub still thanked Allah and loved Allah, and other things happened, but he still thanked and loved Allah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave back all the things he lost. He gave it back to him. So everything's a test, and you have to know, like, just keep thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala no matter what the situation, and always be generous, because generosity is from Iman, and Iman is in Jannah. It shows you've got Iman, you've got belief in it. So always be generous. Remember, every new day Allah brings new rizq, new blessing, new bounty. And remember, smiling is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the deen of Islam happened by three things: the sword of Imam Ali alayhi salam, the good manners of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the money of Khadija alayhi salam. And remember, this life is like temporary accommodation. What's the point in building it up? That's dumb. You're just gonna leave it for others. Build up your permanent, your next life. And you just gotta show. You have to be grateful. And go to the mosques, visit your fam. You see what I'm saying? And always try and be wise. Try and fear Allah as much as possible, and just try and be as wise as possible, and try and cry as much as possible, and try and remember death as much as possible, and worship Allah as much as possible, and say Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad as much as possible, say la ilaha illallah as much as possible, and just keep remembering, yeah, everything, yeah, there's a reason behind it. And always be with the poor and the weak and the hungry, and just be with them and just befriend them, and the orphans. And if there's two actions here, just do the one that's for the next life. Remember, the next life is forever, this life is temporary. Your body's gonna die, your soul's gonna stay forever. You want the forever, you don't want the temporary. And just get wisdom wherever you can find it, and just sleep less than minimum. Just be humble to Allah, to your Lord Allah. Remember, yeah, you might like something and love something, but it's bad for you, and you might hate something and it's good for you. And just keep on doing brave actions for the sake of Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to, knows what we want, but He wants us to ask for it. He knows what we want. There's no point saying, Allah, you know what I want, just give it to me. No, ask for it. And dua, just keep praying and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if you need salt for your bread, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He brings you what you want from places you've never imagined, because when you don't know where it's coming from, you're going to keep on asking Allah. But when you know, oh, it's coming from here, you're going to ask less. But when you don't know where it's coming from, you're going to keep on asking. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps it like that. You don't know where it's going to come from, it just comes somehow. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just get it for you. And the weapon of the believer is dua. Remember that. Yeah, and the ones who doesn't ask Allah will become poor. La 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 Rasulullah. And just look at the sky and ask Allah, and be patient, and just keep on remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as much as possible, and be grateful. Thank for every blessing, and your blessing will increase. Yeah, and we all want to get to Jannah, but it's going to be hard. We have to make as much good deeds as possible, and we don't want to get into hell. And the most people full up in this life are going to be the most people hungry in the next life. So try to go to Hajj as much as possible. Go Hajj. If you haven't been, make sure you go. Remember, O son of Adam, I did not create you. It's the Almighty says, O son of Adam, I did not create you for gathering of wealth for yourself or for others, but I created you to worship me humbly and thank me a lot and praise my glory day and night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the one who serves me remembers me most. And be kind to your fam. Delay your sleep for your grave. Delay your enjoyment till heaven. Give and get given. And get benefits from Allah by asking Him. And do business with Allah by giving charity. The more charity you give, the more money you'll get. When you give up, feed the poor and give charity, Allah will make you rich again. Will make you more rich. So and remember, the one who loves a mu'min because of Allah, a believer, loves another Muslim for the sake of Allah, the angels will meet him in both worlds, this life and the next. In this world secretly, and in the next world open. And there's a saying, how can a person be content, certain of death, and still be happy? And O son of Adam, if you don't sit with the prosperous and the good people, how can you become prosperous? Always be in company of the poor and the generous. Remember that. It's mad. Inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.